I love great conversations. Hi, my name is Angel Jones. Thank you for joining me on 12-minute convos where I help you create a brand of your own unique, real self. Listen in as I have conversations with amazing people from all over the world. Good night, Sheila Dancho. How are you going on this wonderful, beautiful night?
I am absolutely terrific. It's been a great day and have lots of fun things planned for the evening.
Well, that's great to hear. What part of the world are you in right now, Sheila?
I live near Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. So that's right central Canada, right in the middle between the west and the east, at the end of the prairies.
All right. And which of your talents is responsible for us connecting at this time?
I am a mompreneur that is very passionate about health and wellness.
All right. Tell us more, please.
Yeah, I have a mother of three. 22 years ago, I was in the corporate rat race, working really, really hard in my corporate career in the IT industry. I had two little girls at that time, and I was just working nonstop and not taking care of myself. I ended up in the hospital from burnout, and that was when I decided to change my life, that I decided to start looking after myself first, and instead of burning the candle at both ends. And that started me on this new journey of and a new career in health and wellness.
That is intriguing. Where did the decision take place? At what particular point in time did you say enough is enough?
When I was lying in that hospital bed, it was a Monday. I just came back yet from another business trip. I traveled a lot at that time, and I was not feeling well. And it turned out I thought I was having a heart attack, and I drove myself to the emergency. They admitted me immediately. They put me in the room for an exam. They hooked me up to the EKG, and then they said, well, the good news is you're not having a heart attack, but we think it's a blood embolism. So then I was really freaked out. So they left the room, and I was laying there in a state of, fear and shock. And that was the point I said, this is enough. I need to start looking after myself. I need to look at some other options in my life for a career. I didn't know what I was going to do, but at that point, that was the decision when it was made.
That's great. Well, I'm glad that you made that decision. I think that decision is responsible for us connecting at this time.
Yeah, absolutely. And that started me on a whole new journey of, drawing opportunities to me. And one was a health and wellness business I was opening in Winnipeg. And at that time, I was so burnt out, I wasn't that interested in the business, but certainly interested in the products for my health. Started on the products, and they really regenerated my body, my mind, my spirit, gave me renewed hope. And I looked at the business, and I thought that I could fit it into my already crazy busy life on a few hours a day. And that's how one of my new businesses started.
Wow.
Was from that decision of taking care of myself. Because, moms look after everyone but themselves often. I work with so many moms who are, in the corporate world, and they have young children, and they go, and they just aren't looking after themselves, and things happen like they have hormone issues, their thyroid issues, they put on extra weight, they're not feeling well, and before you know it, they're just not happy. They're not happy because they're not looking after themselves.
Now, if there's someone that's listening that resonates with your story, where's the best place for them to connect with you, Sheila?
I have a website called SheilaDancho.com. So SheilaDancho.com. I have two aspects to that website. One side's the wealth side, because I am an entrepreneur or mompreneur of three different businesses, all focusing on creating residual income. One of them is my health business. So part of my website is the wealth creation side, and I write blogs about different aspects of wealth, and the other side of it is the health side. So they can connect with me on SheilaDancho.com.
All right, my friend. Well, do tell me one other thing that you've done consistently over the last 3 years.
Well, over the last 3 years, I have, consistently been sharing, my message of wellness. I've actually expanded it more. I've developed a program called Get Healthy. So it's taken my, 20 some years of being in the health and wellness industry and having a variety of certifications. And I've developed a program that really helps focus on those mothers out there who want to have a healthier lifestyle and with the side effect of weight loss. So it's not about losing, it's actually about winning. So I'm just in the process of writing a whole series of blogs, health blogs. I have a new website that will be launched in the new year called gethealthy.club. So we're going to be forming a club of women and men, of course, that want to really focus on health and wellness and looking after themselves. And then that transmits into looking after their family, because when we as moms start looking after ourselves, we start making changes, and that affects our husbands and our children for the positive. So I know my children over the years have really benefited from my interests in this area.
Love it.
So that's kind of an exciting new area for me to really delve into. Blog writing, it's a challenge. I'm stepping out of my comfort zone.
Yeah, it's definitely fun. I'm sure you do great if you got out of that medical bed into being a healthy woman again. Just with that decision and the follow through, I'm sure a blog isn't going to harm you.
I'm doing some cooking too. I'm doing a cooking show I'm starting. My daughters say, Mom, you do all this gardening, you grow your own organic vegetables and herbs, and you're a farmer as well, and I make make things from scratch. I said, why don't you just put that out there on Facebook with live videos of what's cooking in your kitchen? So I call it What's Cooking in Sheila's Kitchen, and I'm having lots of fun with it, and it's really live. I mean, there's sometimes mix-ups and things don't work and everything, but we're having fun, and people seem to really enjoy seeing quick, simple, easy meals made from scratch.
Amazing audience, you're hearing it live from Sheila Dancho. Again, you can connect with her at sheiladancho.com. Sheila, let's switch gears for a moment now and let me invite you into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water. Sheila, what is your earliest childhood memory?
Well, that's an interesting question. I remember working in the garden with my grandmother. I was just, maybe 4 years old. We were picking potatoes, and I was with my grandmother, and I don't have a lot of memories of her because I didn't see her that often as a child, but I remember her and I picking potatoes. I was just mesmerized by how fast and agile she was, and I thought, if I could just be like Grandma one day.
How old do you think you were at that point in time?
Probably 4 years old. I mean, I guess they were working out in the garden, and they just brought me along, and I was just, puttering along with them, I suppose. And so, so I was about 4. But yeah, I did a lot of gardening as I was young, but that was one of my favorite childhood memories with my grandmother. How
do you see that memory connecting to who you are today?
Well, I think it inspired me from, first of all, hard work, growing up on a farm. Like we're 5th generation farmers. My parents were always working, my grandparents, but we worked together, and we still work together on a lot of things. So learning how to have good work ethics, also gardening. I was always in charge of the weeding the garden, watering the garden, picking the garden, canning, So learning these old traditions was just a natural part of growing up. So now that's translated into becoming really this health coach and teaching people, getting back down to sort of grassroots.
Fascinating how it connects, isn't it?
It really is. It's just part of who I am and my heritage. And I think with, Facebook, and people say branding. And I said to my daughters, because I have 3 of them, they're all grown up, and I'm an empty nester now. But I said, well, what about this branding thing? What should I be? And they said, well, why don't you just do what you always do, Mom? And just be who you are. And that's really part of my heritage, is this healthy living.
Yeah, I love it. And if we fast forward to when you were 12 years old, what was your favorite song?
Oh, now you're going to date me how old I am. It was by Donny Osmond, Puppy Love. I was in love with Donny Osmond. I had pictures of Donny Osmond all over my walls of my room. And I remember listening to him on AM radio.
Wow, that is back in the days, right? Love it. Well, Sheila, my friend, we've arrived at our destination, but before we get off of this time machine, there is a small declaration form, so it's yes or no, possibly a bit more. We're going to move pretty quickly here. Are you ready, Sheila?
Sure, absolutely.
Sheila, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
Yes, my 3 daughters.
Are you married?
They've worked with me just like I worked with my parents. They know how to garden. They help me every year. We do canning together. Cooking, and actually my daughter and I are working together to write my health blogs.
Well, there we go. Are you married?
I am. I've been married for 30 years to my high school sweetheart.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tell us a secret quickly, please.
I think just, we're both farm kids. We both fell in love when we were 15 and 16, and we've both grown together. It's just, I think, being really committed to staying together no matter what, better or for worse. Thick or thin, rich or poor, all those old-fashioned principles, and just really being committed and being in love. We still, after 30 years being married, we're still very much in love and very happy to be together.
What's his name?
Gary Dancho.
There we go, Gary. Big hail out to you. 30 years. Wow, amazing. Do you believe in God, Sheila?
I do, yes. I do believe in God, and very active in the church. I'm the church treasurer. I'm a lay pastor. So I've used my gifts of public speaking and inspiration to help the congregation.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
A lot of my best friends are actually my business partners and my Get Healthy coaches. So because we have a common interest, we study together, we work together, we do book studies, we connect regularly. So I would say that is probably my closest group of friends are the people that I work and play with.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
No, I watch practically no TV.
All right.
Very TV.
And what about screen time?
I'm on the computer, just communicating, connecting with people, reading emails.
Okay. So is it 8? Is it more than 8 hours a day or less than 8 hours a day?
I would say less than 8 hours a day, probably around the 8-hour mark. As well as I do a lot of reading. I read a lot of personal development books, health books.
If you, Sheila, had to share with us your own unique real statement, a statement that represents Sheila Dancho, what would you say that is?
I would say, be healthy, stay healthy. We only have one body. We need to take care of it.
Love it, Sheila. This has been a great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
I would like to just say, life is a gift and really appreciate it and love it. And I'd like to thank you for taking the time to interview me on your amazing show. So thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Sheila Dancho, thank you for being on What is Inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.
Thank you.
Thank you for being on 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones. Stay tuned for more from our advertisers.
Diabetes is a mountain pandemic. It's a disease that's not acute but chronic. Similar to this rhyming method, I have simplified the definition, the signs and symptoms, and the complications of diabetes for both adults and children in my books, Poems for Patients, A Focus on Diabetes, and The ABCs of Diabetes for Children. These books are available on Amazon.com, and for more information, you can visit my website, poemsbyaj.com. That's poemsbyaj.com.